Hello friends. In this video, we will discuss about setting up the footprint charts in Gocharting software. So this is part of the setup which I use for the trading purpose. Uh, so let's get started. So basically, what is Go charting, right? So Go charting is mainly kind of a order flow charting software, and as it has integration with a lot of brokers, so you can also call it like a trading platform as well. It won't have its own trading brokerage house as such, but you can connect to any most of the brokerage houses into India. So I'll to set up the footprint charts. What you have to do is and you have to go to the products, and we have two options. One is a charts and another is a option desk. So today we'll go with the charts part. So you have to click on the chart. So once you click on the chart, you will get the kind of a candlestick screen. Okay, and usually the nifty will be by default there. Okay, now the next step to set up is, if you have to come to the charts. Now as you can see, there are like a lot of options through by which you can see the chart, for that matter any chart, right? So candlestick is there, then you have rainbow, point and figure. So and then you have imbalance and the cluster. So imbalance and the cluster are the two things where you have the basically the order flow concepts can be seen here. So you have to click on the cluster chart. Okay, so the moment you click on the cluster chart, it gives a message that cluster chart is not supported for the nifty. Okay, why? Because this is with respect to the spot nifty. Okay, so spot nifty won't have any as such kind of a volume data. Okay, so the cluster chart is mainly dependent on the buy and the sale volume. So obviously, you won't see any cluster information or the order flow information. So what we have to do here is, you again come on the screen, you click on Nifty, then go to the future, Nifty future. Now we have three options: continuous future, uh, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so basically, you have to select the Nifty continuous feature to see the current month's uh, Nifty data. Okay, so once you click on this particular piece, okay, you see something like this by default. Okay, so here you have to click on the footprints setting. Okay, so here we'll go one by one. So first is a candlestick. Okay, so whether you want to see the candlestick or no. Let's say for example, if I say no, okay, then you won't see anything basically here. Okay, so you have to see the candlestick here. Then whether you want to see it narrow or wide, you can select from here. The orientation, right, left, and the center are the options. Okay, we'll come to this part again. The halfback is nothing but the a location where the candle has 50% of its value. For example, if I show you here, so this particular candle, right, the last one. So let's say 21048 and then 21035. So this little black dot which you see here around the 42. So this is your 50% range. Okay, so each candle will have its own 50% range, which is shown with respect to the halfback. Okay, so this is one of the kind of, I would say, uh, a useful feature just to see uh, uh, who is in a control in that candle. So let's say not all green candles are the same and not all the red candles are same. Right, right. So if something is a red candle and then it is closing below its 50% range, then you can interpret, okay, that for that particular candle there is little downside for that particular candle. If it closes exactly middle, then that's kind of your doji candle. Okay, and then on the other side, if it is in a green and then moving to the upper side, you can treat it accordingly. Now next will come the candle colors, so you can set up whatever colors you want, like those, green and red. You can have a different color also. Now what additionally thing you have to do is show cluster, and then there is a column. Okay, so here you have option whether you want to see a single value or a double value. Okay, so first let's go with the single part. Okay, so single, uh, then you have a imbalances. So imbalances is, uh, you can say, the go charting plots the buy volume and the sell volume. Okay, and those are specific, read as a diagonal part. uh, so we'll come to that later. So so imbalances has its own ratio. Okay, so by default the ratio is shown as a 30% ratio. So wherever one side is, kind of greater than three times with respect to the another one, it will mark that as a imbalances, and those imbalances are colored into this yellow color here. Okay, so now let's say if I do this off, then you won't see any imbalances here. Okay, so the significance of the imbalances is obviously within the candle you can figure out where exactly, uh, uh, you know there was a more fight between the buyer and the seller. Okay, and at what level? Again, like for example, if I see this particular candle, the last one and the previous one, so you can see here there were fight at the top. Okay, and in this the previous candle there was a fight at the top, at the middle, and at the start also. Okay, then the if we go further previous candle, then you can see there was a fight at the top and maybe at the bottom. Correct. So you need to interpret it in a different way, which we will cover in subsequent section. But this is what the imbalances is all about. Okay, now we'll come down. So now, as we have selected a single, then here you have a multiple options, like whether you want to see the only trade, you want to see only buy trade, buy percentage trade, so on so forth. Okay, so usually, if you set like something only buy trade or the buy volume kind of thing here, you won't make out anything because you are just looking at the one side of the uh, candle. You are not looking at the full picture. So you should be either setting up that as a volume, okay, or a delta, or you should go with the uh, double uh, column option, right? So as of now, if you set the volume, this is what you get. Correct. Now if I change it to the delta, so delta is nothing but the difference between buy and the sell market orders. Okay, so by the way, like this go charting plots everything in with respect to the market order. Okay, now when you set the setting to the delta, now you can see a couple of numbers here which were not kind of seen when we were having the uh, volume. So here, these numbers whatever you see, right? So this is like a total volume traded, and this is like a difference between the buy and the sell. So if it is a green, that means there were more buyer. If it is a red, that means there were more seller at that particular time. Got it? Now you have to do, let's say, lopside formatting. And okay, so the rest things will come with respect to the dual setting. So now what you have to do is click on the double. Okay, so the moment you click on the double, okay, you will see those numbers, and then on the right hand side the candle is shown because this is the orientation. So change it to the center. Now you can see the values on the left hand side as well as the right hand side for that particular candle. Okay, now what is these numbers now? Okay, because earlier when we saw it was having a single number, now this time it is having a double number. Okay, so left hand side, left profile, it is having the sale volume. So by sale volume again, what go charting means is the sell market order. Okay, and the right hand side showing you the buy volume. Got it? So sale volume left hand side, buy volume on the right hand side. Imbalances again there. Okay, uh, then yeah. So you have you can ignore this point of control, you know is marked uh, in a square for that particular candle. Okay, so point of control is not that much meaningful when you are looking at the single candle, because that is more useful when you are looking at a, I would say, let's say 30 minutes or 1 hour or 1 day chart. So that's where you can see, okay, where exactly uh, or who exactly is in control at that particular time. However, like, this is just for our reference. We can use at a single candle level also, right? So now if we go, you go back and see the previous part of the video, right? So when we saw the volume was at the top, correct? uh, for the last candle. Okay, when we change it to the delta, it was showing us a different view. And now when we change it to by volume and sen volume, it is showing us a different view. However, like, this point of control is every time more or less concentrated where the max volume was traded. So this is kind of a significance if you want to use the POC at an individual candle level. Okay. Then there are like a couple of other settings, like whether you want to see the delta marker, cumulative delta, delta divergence, so on and so forth, right? So we'll cover these settings in a maybe in a different day, but just to what you will see basically is, if I mark this as this one, right, delta marker, and this, then you can see a couple of other things also. Okay. Now, why I won't prefer to see usually everything on this candle is because this makes this uh, chart very, I would say, a kind of very cluttered one. It become very difficult to interpret anything, and this delta and the cumulative delta usually won't, are not used for trading, like for by candle. You have to look the holistic view. So let's skim this particular two things here. Okay, then commitment of trader marker and these things again, uh, these are the separate concepts which we will cover eventually, but just to start with the order flow, uh, these these settings are kind of a sufficient to you. So basically, instead of going with the single pattern, go with the a double column value, sell volume, and the buy volume, right? Then what additionally we can do is, as I'm looking at the nifty, right? So usually if you are a option trader, so you will prefer to trade in nifty, bank nifty, and then maybe fin nifty as well. So what we can do to see all the charts together is, let's say for example, we have a two column chart here. Okay, so you click on this particular thing. Now you have the screen divided into the two things. Okay, now come to the another screen, for example, and click on bank nifty, right? Bank nifty futures, continuous futures. Okay, so now what you have on the right hand side is a bank nifty data, and what you have on the left hand side is a kind of, I would say, a nifty data. Got it? Now you can again make this as a four chart, correct? So you will see the four different charts here. Now the problem with uh, the layout uh, will be showing you the four different charts also, or you can even customize that it in a different way also. My personal observation is, the more uh, kind of charts you have on the single page, it keeps on confusing us, where to look exactly and what to look, right? And then when you make it like a four chart kind of thing, then you won't be able to see you know what's happening at a larger scale. So it become little kind of a difficult to interpret the data, and you may miss the larger picture of the current situation. So either go with the full chart, or max you can go with the two column chart. So let me switch back to the two column chart. So now you have these, nifty and the bank nifty coming side by side, right? If at all you want to let me go back here, and let's say, you want to see the three charts and you want to see the fin nifty also. So come here, and then here you have to type the fin nifty, and you can see the third options as well. Correct. Let me switch back. Okay, now this is nifty and the bank nifty coming side by side. Whenever you hover on any candle, it will show all the details of that particular candle, like what was the opening price, closing price, how much volume was traded, you know high low differences and all those things, delta, cumulative delta. So you can interpret it looking at this thing also. Now let's say, you want to see, for example, what's happening with respect to let's say nifty and the option chart. So come to the type the nifty, go to the nifty option section. It will give you the whole option chain. Obviously the current spot price will be highlighted. So say for example, you want to see let's say call side. So you click on the call. Again, it will display you the footprint information for the call option. Okay. Now let's say, you just want to see only the chain and both the call and the put options alone instead of looking at the chart itself. So you can do this particular setting, right? Now on the left hand side you have your nifty put option, which is like, 20900, and on the right hand side you have the 20900 call option. So both call and the put options are now coming as a side by side. Okay, maybe you can open the another screen, another tab, I would say, product charts, and have a nifty and the bank nifty side by side, and the call and the put options again kind of side by side, either for nifty, bank nifty, or whatever is your instrument of choice for that particular day. Okay. Now, whatever is your kind of screen setup. So once you make this basic footprint charts, so what you have to do is you have to come to the save option. Come here, and then it will ask you to save the layout, create a new layout, or auto save. Okay, so auto save will not be means it will be use, but when you have some setup already done. So as we have not done any layout setting, so let me save the layout. So let's say, this is my layout now. Say for example, this is my call and the put layout. Correct. Because this is what currently it is showing. And then let's say, just to be very clear, we will say this is for the nifty. Okay, now click on the create. It will give you kind of confirmation, the message that this has been created. Now again, when you log in back to the go charting one more time, right, then you will again see this particular screen. You won't see the by default your layout. So to navigate to that, what you have to do is come to the charts. Okay, here, as I have created couple of different chart layout, I have multiple options. But when you are setting it for the first time, you will have only one uh, option there. So you have, we created the call and the put nifty. Let me kind of yeah. So if you click on this, it will open that call and the put options layout for you. Okay, this doesn't mean that it will always remain as a call and the put option. So let's say, you want to change it again to the, let's say, future, and with respect to the call option. So you can change this nifty spot, sorry, future, and the nifty call option. You come here, and then you click on the save layout. So now the your layout got saved. Now if I go back again here, gocharting.com, and yes, call and put nifty. So now you can see the your changes are now reflecting. So instead of previous call and the put option, now you are able to see on the left hand side the nifty future, and on the right hand side the nifty call options. So the possibilities are, I would say, endless, because you can set up the way you want the instrument, whatever you want. You can even have, let's say, uh, this particular chart, right? So here, instead of having the double, you can put a single as well. Instead of the delta trades, you can set up the volume, so you get okay what's are happening at a volume level rather than what's happening at the buy and the sell level. Okay, now you have a toggle chart also, one of the options. So if you click on the toggle chart, the screen will be enlarged with respect to the single chart alone. Okay, then what else is here? So you can set up some themes, dark and light themes. So if it is a dark, then you can see it in a black color. uh, so if you're, you want to see something in a black, so you can go with that. I usually keep it as a light theme, white one, so it is easy for me to read the numbers, and I'm getting familiar to this concept. So it's up to you how you want to set up. So and this is all about setting the footprint chart into the Go charting. So as I mentioned, everything in this is kind of itself a big I would say trading concepts or the trading strategies can be made from almost each of these various options which you can see for the cluster chart. So we will cover it one by one in future videos. Okay, then there is one more actually. So imbalances, so it will show you with respect to the imbalances also. Okay, so let's switch it back to toggle chart. So this is your single chart which you can see. So this is all about introduction of the uh, uh, footprint or the imbalance charts. So let me know how you like this video, what content you are expecting from this, and if you are new to the channel, please subscribe uh, to the channel, so that whenever I upload any basically the order flow videos, you can revisit the channel and see what those concepts in more detail. So yeah, thank you friends, and happy trading.